here on Guide Us TV.
How can you get rewards like we do? 3 things you can do. Make dua for us and include yourself in the us. Number 2, shareislam.com and share the emotions that you have when you think about being a Muslim. And number 3, join us. Support dawahpartners.com. It's easy, real easy.
Stay tuned. More coming up right here on Guide Us TV.
Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/guideustv1. Join us on Google+, plus.google.com/+guideustv. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/guideustv1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/guideustv. And add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/guideustv. Get guided with Guide Us TV. Get connected with Guide Us.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Yusuf Estes with really good news. But first, many people are hearing things about Islam, but they are not getting the right message. So the best time to get the right message out is right now. And we have the best way to do exactly that with Allah's support and your help. We've got our projects, our websites, satellite TV channels, and now we can reach every home on the planet, inshallah. Let's make that difference together. It's easy. And be my dawah partner. Salam. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Well, we have something going on. You watch it?
Yeah.
Live. I don't know what that is. Let me work on it for a few minutes. And yeah, okay. I got it. Woo. No,
Well, you work on that, and I'll basically open the show.
okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Are you working on that while I'm doing this? Okay. So,
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm your brother Habib, and welcome to Let's Talk About It. And so, tonight, one of the things I wanted to talk about was something I brought up last night about the idea of tools when you're talking about Islam, and when you're talking about basically what was the word I used? Being tested. And having the tools, and I explained to my friend Omar that one of the tools, or two of the tools, or the instruction manuals for the tools, is the Hadiths and the Quran. Well, he asked me can you explain what you mean? And so I used the example from one of the Hadiths, and I said, well, as a Muslim, if you're walking down the sidewalk and there's something on the sidewalk, what would you do?
Well, yeah.
And he said, well, remove it. And I said, well, how do you know to remove it? And he said, well, it's a hadith. And I said, this is why I'm saying that the hadiths in the Quran is a manual for us to use these as the tool, the guide for the tools, so we will know what to do to succeed in these tests. And then he said, oh, now I understand.
Okay. I think I got it fixed.
Ah, alhamdulillah.
Well, kind of fixed. We can see each other.
And we can see Islam.
That's not tonight. It says tonight, New York City. That was put up, whatever, what was it? It says 9 p.m., New York, 10 hours behind Mecca. Okay. I think that was the last time I was in New York. September. Oh, it was September. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last time we were there. I was actually there for a short time while you were there.
49,000 hits. Wow. Woo-hoo. That's cool. Anyway, let's see if we can get rid of it now. Yeah, well, that's not what I was looking for. Okay. That's not what, yeah.
That's not either.
Well, anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead. So while you're working on that, one of the things that I want to do is remind everyone who's watching the importance of the work that's being done on Guidus TV, and especially what's going out on the satellites. Because when you look at this work and the importance of this work, you say to yourself, okay, what can I do to help? Because right now, in regards to the satellites, there is $60,000 that's owed, and it needs to be paid by the end of the year. So I'm asking for your help by donating, and donate what you can to help with this. And you can donate this to dawapartners.com. And may Allah bless you as you do so.
Yeah, I think I got it under control. Maybe, no, still not. Let's try it again. Well, yeah.
A little bit better.
I don't know how we can do it. I just click it. I got it. Now I'm fully trained. I'm not.
Yeah, you got a lot more buttons and things to press than I do. So.
Yes. Now I got my coffee. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. You know something that's the only thing that's missing is a mug like that for me. So this way here, if I'm drinking something and I'm doing it on air, at least you can see Guidus TV on it.
Well, maybe we should send you one. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to some brothers in the Fredericton area, and they were talking about giving out Qurans to people. You know, people that are actually looking at reading the Quran. And so
Quran.
Not so Quran. Actually learning how it's Quran. So anyway, Quran. So when you look at this, and and there's a fair amount of people that are looking at reading it, but it's sometimes it's hard to get copies of it. So hopefully this is something I'm going to be doing, is looking for this. So this way, even in the St. John area, if we can do the same thing, it would be nice.
Yes, I agree. Now, number one, I would like to put this up again because it was something that I wanted to talk about tonight. Let's put it up and again.
Yes.
And yeah. Okay. Clicking buttons. Yeah. Okay. The idea, let's see if I can do this quickly. All right. Yeah. We wanted to let everybody know about our Free Quran project. We do have a lot of Qurans in storage, and we would like to give them out not just to one person, but to the masajid, to the schools, the Muslim schools, and for the Dawah people, and for the inmates in the various prisons. And we should get those out right away. And I would like to get them all out before the turn of the year. And we have we had about 40,000, and now we have maybe 30,000. So we gave out 10,000, but it's not going as fast as I wanted it to. So this is freequran.com. You can go to freequran.com and you'll find that it's real easy. It's real easy to sign up for it. You don't have to give a lot of information and your social security number or it is free. You don't even have to pay for the postage or packaging up. However, if you would like to get the rewards with us, go to dawahpartners.com. Dawah Partners, DAWAHPARTNERS. Dawah Partners, yeah. .com, and check it out. And then there are three things that you can do. Number one, make dua and include us as you are saying for yourself, like guide us. Don't say guide them, guide us, because you are a part of what we're doing. Number one. Number two, share this information with all your friends at masjid, and make up some papers and give it out and do whatever you can do. And be sure you share it online with your friends, your relatives, and so on. Because this, you might think it is small, but if all 40,000 people do this, that will get it really out there all around the world. Okay, so do your part. Just do your part, your little part that you do every day. Make a dua and share the information. Now, be sure you're sharing the information about our websites and our live television show, and the three things that we have: websites, and then the television show, and the television channel Actually, it's 24 hours a day. And then the Dawah. So Dawah is included with the Quran, free Quran, so on. The third thing that you can do is do something monthly. Don't do it one time and be like, I did it once and I'm through with that, guys. I did $1,000 or whatever. Do something regularly every month. And by the way, if you want to do $1,000, do $83 a month, because it'll come out to be $1,000. And if you want to do $10,000, don't do it. Do $830 a month. And at the end of the year, you'll find that it came out to $10,000. And if you want to do $10 million, I don't know how to figure that out. Anyway, I'm just a little bit out of me.
300,000 or so.
Yeah. Okay. So we got that done, and we can talk about. You talked about something. We have. I thought it was 40,000, and then I found out later it was $60,000, and I don't know where they got that from. And we looked.
Neither do I, but I remember the last amount that you said. So when I was speaking about it, that's the reason why I said 60,000.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where they got it from, because my wife and I checked, and that's not accurate. But these new guys that took over, I don't know. I'm hoping that we can get them to get on board with us, because the previous person that we had was a sweetheart. He really made everything easy for us, and yeah, he did that for he said he talked to me about some people that have religious programs in South America, and he said that he was doing the same thing with them, and they're Christians, but he's a sweetheart. Anyway, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I hope we can get along with these new people that are taking over. It's been about a year and a half. Anyway, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. So let's go forward with our efforts in Dawah. This is the Quran translation, and it has the Arabic here and the English translation out here. And you can see it. However, the Arabic is really small, and it doesn't take up much space. And the English is all over the place. For instance, look at this. On this page right here, there's only one line of Arabic. And then it's full all the way here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sentences in that paragraph. Because Arabic is really, really strong. You can say something in Arabic really sweet and short. Man. And I compared it like this. This is a cup. This is English. Okay? Now, can you put liquid in here? Yes. You can put milk. Yeah, you can put, coffee, anything. But can you put a swimming pool in it? No. That's silly. Well, that's what you're trying to do with the English language compared to the Arabic. Arabic is the continuation of the Aramaic and the Hebrew, because in the Aramaic and the Hebrew and the Arabic language, they were all together. This is the minor things that are different, but they are still big languages. However, at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, if somebody could speak Hebrew, they would understand what you were saying in Arabic. And if somebody spoke Arabic and they would listen to Aramaic or Hebrew, they could figure it out. Today, because of the local languages or the Amiya slang, you have a lot of different Arabic, a lot of different Hebrew and Aramaic, but their Aramaic is so few and far between, most people have not even seen it. I saw it because Allah put somebody right behind my house, or right on the next street over, a little church there was the Aramaic church. Yeah. And I was able to get a copy of their Bible. Yeah. I had to turn it back into them when I moved. Anyway. So this is something that is really big. The big thing is the Arabic of the Quran is the thing that's preserved. Let me show you something here. Okay, this is the Arabic in the Quran with no English. No English. And if you know how to pronounce the letters, it is real simple. You'll find that some of the things have a rhythm to them in the Quran, and you'll feel like, yes, it really makes you feel nice to recite it, even though maybe you don't know all of the words, or maybe you don't know any of them, but you listen and you feel, comfortable. Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I do. The other thing that I find really interesting when it comes to certain surahs, when I hear, especially one in particular, when I hear it, I always have the same action or same response. It always brings me to tears.
Yes, I think that everybody should experience the Quran, even if they're not a Muslim, because this is Allah's way of communicating with us. And we have something that we do in a communication setup with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is salah. And it is the same root for sila, which means connection. So this is a connection for communication, a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And although he knows what everybody is thinking and what everybody is doing all the time, he has full knowledge of everything. But we don't have the knowledge of what he has, but we can open up the connection for communication with him and pay attention to it when we're praying, doing the salah, and thinking about him. And this is a real strong thing that we can do every single day, 5 times a day or more. If you want to do more, you can do that. Did anybody tell you about that?
Yes, because we could look at praying at night, because sometimes people will wake up around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they can do 2 rakah or more, and then you're looking after sunrise that you can do 2 rakah, and then when you're looking at Dohar, there's a time period that you can make some more rakah. So there's different times during the day that you can do this.
Yes. Well, you mentioned something about getting up in the night and doing the salah. However, that 2 rakah that you do, or 4 rakah that you do, or 6 rakah, or 8 rakah, or 10 rakah, have to be followed up by 1 rakah. All of these are separate. Okay, there's 2 rakah, and then 2 rakah, and then 2 rakah, and then 2 rakah. Okay, so that's standing, bowing, sitting, getting up again, and standing, bowing, and sitting. Okay. But there is 1 rakah that you can do after all of that. So if you do 2, you can do 1. If you do 4, 2 and 2, with a break in between, and then you do the 1, because the 1 is called witr. Witr is meaning odd. Means odd. Like some people say it means, it doesn't matter. Anyway, the point is you're doing this 1. Oh, by the way, you can always do 1 if you wake up and say, oh, I'm so tired, I'm just, okay, do 1. Do 1. Yeah. Because the 1 is the one that you really need, the witr. So you can do 1, or you can do 2 and then 1, or you can do 2 and 2 and then 1, or 2 and 2 and 2 and then the 1, etc. I don't want to give the impression that you're going to stand in the prayer and do 4 rakah like in Dhuhr or Isha or what's the one? Well, we call it Asr in English, the one that's in the afternoon. These are all 4, but you don't do 4 except in that situation. Some people, the Hanafi madhab, they do 4 and then 4 like a sunnah. But it's okay. But if you want to do 2 or 2 and 2 separate, that's okay too. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to mention that because you mentioned something. You know about that, right?
Yes, I know about that. Well, see, what happened was I'll finish this and then we can take a break. When I was traveling for the 40 days, or even before that, when I was traveling with the brothers, going from place to place, they would get up during the night, and I ended up doing the same thing, and that's how come I learned about this.
MashaAllah. That's wonderful. And, I spent about 5 years or 6 years, maybe 8 years. Yeah, I think 8 years. I forgot. Anyway, I spent it with going with the Jamaat Tabligh. But when they made me the imam for them, the guy that's in charge, they made me that because nobody else wanted to do it. That's the only reason. But I would take out the hadith and stick with the hadith that are known hadith, the 40 hadith. And then I would stay with the Quran. And because some of the people, they get a little way off in talking about some things. So, but that's me. Anyway, I'm kind of strict when it comes to Islam. You know that?
No, I didn't know that at all. Yeah, I know that you are, and I seen you in New York doing this as well, and explaining, if you're a traveler and when you're performing Salah, this is how you do it, and you actually led Salah that evening to show people. So this tells people quite a bit about you. But with this, we should take a break because it's that time. So stay tuned and stay guided with
Guide Us
TV.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. More coming up right here on Guide Us TV.
How can you get rewards like we do? 3 things you can do. Make dua for us and include yourself in the us. Number 2, share shareislam.com and share the emotions that you have when you think about being a Muslim. And number 3, join us. Support dawahpartners.com. It's easy, real easy.
Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/guideustv1. Join us on Google+, plus.google.com/+guideustv. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/guideustv1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/guideustv. And add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/guideustv. Get guided with Guide Us TV.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Yusuf Estes with really good news. But first, many people are hearing things about Islam, but they are not getting the right message. So the best time to get the right message out is right now. And we have the best way to do exactly that with Allah's support and your help. We've got our projects, our websites, satellite TV channels, and now we can reach every home on the planet, inshallah. Let's make that difference together. It's easy. And be my dawah partner. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. It didn't go where I clicked it, but it came and it brought us back. Anyway, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
So I think with those little short videos, it shows the importance of being a dawah partner.
Yes. Dawah Partners. There is a website that we have, dawahpartners.com. And if you click on that, let's see if I can do that. Maybe I can do it. let's see. Yeah, all right, we can do that. Dawa Partner, DawaPartners.com. Yeah, this is how you can do that. And please, brothers and sisters, if you want to do something in a big lump sum, okay, that we really need that at the end of the year. However, if you want to do something every month, this is the best way, because I'm looking out for you. It's not about us. It's about you and us, because all of us need Jannah, right? So this is the best way that I know how to get, it's easy for me to get to Jannah, because if Allah accepts it, that's a big if, but if He accepts it, this will be something really, really good. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told us that Allah loves the thing that you do regularly, even if it's small, rather than the thing that you do big, but you only do it once. So the regularity of doing something every month, even if it's $10, at the end of the year, it will be $120. Yeah, and a child can do that. A child, that's what, 30 cents a day, something like that. What do you think? 33 cents a day?
Something like that. So
Yeah.
when you're looking at that, and I'm thinking about all the people that are watching at this very moment, right? And if everybody at this very moment went to this website and donated $10 a month, do you realize that would help cover the cost for the satellites, and it would help with all the other projects as well through the year, because there's so many projects that's going on, including during for Eid, when they sacrifice an animal. There's money that goes to sacrificing animals in, I think it's parts of Africa, and I think it's Indonesia as well. So when you're looking at that, that's where your money is also going for these things. So, and the rewards from that, and money that's going to wells, to build wells and to build bridges, so people can go to the mosque. So when you're looking at things like this, it's so beneficial to donate, to help people in their needs. I'll pass it back to you, Brother Yusuf.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was just showing the folks the website. Let's see if I can do it again. Okay. Yeah. It says become my Dawa partner. And then look what it has. You can donate monthly, or you can donate one time. But we clicked it so that it is set up for the monthly. You can do $10. You can do $20. You can do 50, 100, or 200. Or you can type in the amount. If you don't want to do $47, okay, that's okay. But the one thing that we want to emphasize is that if you do something, do it regularly. Do it regularly. If you want to do something monthly, the banks will they'll set it up real fast for you. It's no problem. And what will you get? Okay, we do du'as. We do it almost every single night. But last night I didn't do it because I fell asleep. Anyway, then we have the updates, the exclusive updates about new Muslims and converts. And then you can monitor and see what's going on. And then a detailed annual report. Once a year, we really get organized. Anyway, alhamdulillah, rabbil alameen. So our work in numbers. Okay, let's talk about this. The first Islamic TV channel in the United States and Canada. And then 24/7 Dawah, covering all of North America and South America. And then millions of people reached worldwide. Think about this. We have reached literally millions and millions of people. And then we have 30 plus years in the Dawah. Yeah. And 4,200 website domains. Now, this was published a couple years ago, and now we have 5,890 something. So we've added almost 1,000 websites since that. And then we have 120 plus leading Islamic websites. Now, why we have 120, and I just said that we now have 5,800 domains, because we park the names on pages. We have tens of thousands of pages, and all you can do is simple. There's a real simple thing. Go to search for Islam. Search for Islam or searchislam.com, because it will take you to that particular website, and it's controlled by Google. They let us have it for our own websites, only our websites. Yeah. And then you can type in a word and it will, boom, pop it up right away. This is all part of our Heritage Foundation. The Estes Heritage Foundation is established, and it is a nonprofit organization. And if you want to donate directly to the Estes Heritage Foundation, you can do that. But that's a once a year thing, like a one-time thing. If you do that, you can take it off your income tax, because it's a nonprofit organization. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. We do have Guide Us TV broadcasting. I'm showing you right now. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, there you go. So Guide Us TV is broadcast live streaming and video on demand, and it is also on the Roku box and satellite TV. And then there's Share Islam, everything on the internet that we deem necessary, and the website and the apps, and a free Quran. You can get a free Quran or free Quran. Free Qurans is something else, because you can get a lot of Qurans at one time. If you're an organization, a nonprofit organization, we'll send you this and you don't have to pay anything. However, if you would like to support us, definitely. And that's how you can do the one-time things. So I think we're laying it out pretty strong. What do you think?
Well, sometimes you need to do that, especially as a reminder to people because of the importance of the work that's being done with Guide Us TV. And when you're looking at that and people are understanding, okay, that's what's going on. And I just pray to Allah that it will open up people to say, yes, I'm willing to donate, even if it's only $10 a month. And like I say, if everybody watching right now donates $10, you'd be surprised how big of a difference that would make. And you may think, oh, this is only small. But you get 1,000 people donating $10, and you look at the amount that's being received. But the bigger part of this is the rewards that you'll get from Allah for doing this, and the blessings from Allah.
Yes, I think that we can change over now. If anybody wanted to do something, they probably already did it. So let's go on with our program. I don't like to beg for money, and I don't want to do that. However, we do not accept advertising. A lot of the people do that because, you know, we have maybe almost 1 million followers on Facebook alone. We have a lot of stuff on YouTube. We put the very first video for Islam on YouTube when they started. Okay? So we do have a lot of followers, but we do not accept any advertising, even Muslim advertising, no. And we do not have any kind of scams or things that we follow up or ask for money. We don't do that. If somebody wants to do it, we allow them to do whatever they want to do, you know. But the thing that I want to emphasize is we really want to have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us and put us in his Jannah. And that's not going to happen if you're selling Islam. You're selling pictures of Islam, or you're selling calligraphy like this is back here. If you're doing that, maybe you're going to get a little reward because you are doing something for Islam. But the big picture is to do something 100% for Islam, 100% for Allah, 100% for the Quran, 100% for all of the things that you do. If you do it 100%, man, you're going to be surprised. And we didn't put anything out since we started the dawah for ourselves. And after I got married, I was in the plastics business. I was starting up a plastics business, plastic signs, and so on. And we immediately got sidetracked with Islam, this or that. And my wife was giving the dawah to the ladies, and they were making the shahadas. And so we got busy. And I thought, well, if Allah wants us to do that, we can do it if He will feed us and pay our bills. And at that time, we were living in a house trailer, and we made it work. And Allah would bless us. And we needed an air conditioner because it wasn't air conditioned. It was hot in Texas. Yeah. So somebody dropped off an air conditioner at our porch. And I said, who did it? Nobody would say anything at the masjid. Yeah, because they didn't want to take any credit for it, but probably they all got together. And then I was gone one time, and I called home, and she said, oh, somebody left groceries on the doorstep. So that forward, everything that we needed was covered by Allah. And still today, that is happening. But if the deal with Allah is that if He wants it done, He can make it happen. I'll do the work, but if He wants it done, He has to do it. Because if He doesn't want it done, okay, I'm out. That's me. Anyway, what do you say about that?
Well, the best thing to do is just thank Allah for what He's done so far, and that Allah is going to bless us with the work that we're going to do. And if there's going to be some changes, there will be some changes. And Allah will make that clear for us as well. And so with that, I think we should get back to our topic at hand. And the one thing you said before the break is that you were strict.
No,
You're strict when it comes to Islam.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, the way I look at it, right? And I'd rather have somebody that's strict. So when I'm doing something and I'm not doing it properly, or I could be doing it better, right? Instead of saying, oh, that's okay. So, if I'm not doing it properly and I need some correction, well, if I'm doing it that way, then I teach somebody. Think about it. If I teach somebody and it's a little bit off, after a while, somebody else teaching gets a little more off and then a little more off, and then where are you? You're completely off where you're supposed to be. But if you have somebody that's strict, and when you're doing things, especially in Salah or other things, other things that you're supposed to be doing in your life, you're straight on the path. And so that's why I'd rather have somebody strict than somebody that's not.
Well, you don't have to be hard on the people, but you can gently remind them, did you do the sunnah after the salah? You can say it like that. And don't say, hey, you have to do the sunnah after the salah. No, maybe they didn't want to do it. Maybe they're busy. But I'm strict about doing the salah. Not on certain time limit, but if I'm at home, I try to gear it as close to the the time that it comes in as possible. However, you have to relax a little bit because some people, they're not ready to do it. Just today, somebody was here in the house and they said, I'm not ready to do salam. I said, okay. And I went in and washed dishes. That's what I do. Anyway, I'm the chief cook and bottle washer. Anyway, alhamdulillah. So make it easy for the people, but make it easy for them to follow Islam. Not just make it easy for them. No. Like somebody maybe they are coming to Islam or thinking about it and they want to play some music. And I say, okay, well, if you would like to do that, let's first listen to some Quran. And then I stretch it out. And then if they want to maintain that they want to go listen to music, I said, well, you know what? Your car stereo is probably a good way to listen to that. You know, go to your car. I've never had that happen, but I'm ready to do that. What do you think?
Yeah, because I know a lot of people that like listening to music, and so there's an alternative, you know. And yes, it's the idea. You can say you're strict, but you can be gentle in doing this.
In the music industry.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, I owned music stores for years, and I started on the clarinet when I was about 7 or 8 years old. And then when I came to Islam, I stopped all of the music. I wanted to play my organ one more time, and I had a big layout because, you know, in the music business, and I tried to do it, and my generator went down. We lived out in the country, and my generator was on and everything was going, and the air conditioner was working, everything was working. As soon as I turned the organ on and I started to play, boom, I heard a chord, boom, and then the lights went off and the generator never worked again. So I said, okay, that's a real sign from above. Anyway, what do you think? I think we have to go.
Yes, we do. So with that, stay tuned and stay guided with Guide Us TV.
Guide Us TV, yeah, hey. It didn't work.
Stay tuned. More coming up right here on Guide Us TV.
How can you get rewards like we do? 3 things you can do. Make dua for us and include yourself in the us. Number 2, share islam.com and share the emotions that you have when you think about being a Muslim. And number 3, join